Yo. Alright, so one, I just want to say this. Yo, now I understand why women and men are at this like kind of like divide. The reason why I say that is because I'm starting to realize that there's too many fuck people out there, too many women who have an ill intent on a man or a man having an ill intent on a woman, and vice versa. Men, women, men, whatever the fuck, and they have this basket of individuals they fuck with, and they end up not caring if they hurt someone with a genuine, with a genuine standpoint or with a big heart, because they have this big ass basket of people they could just fuck with all day long, and that right there just takes me to just NPC behavior, bot behavior. People who just, like shit, the best way I can say is like people who are okay with the matrix being the way it is. People who are okay with being stuck. People who are okay with being complacent. People who are okay with not being on a progressive state of mind or having a progressive state of mind. People who are okay with plateauing. That shit's crazy, and yeah, of course, while you're going through it, you're not looking at like this, like damn, like busy angry at them and talking shit or wanting them to see you for what you've done. And in reality, it's not for them to see, it's for you to see. You are at this point where you're growing at I won't say you're just growing, and you're about to reach this point of life. So the people who you wanted in your life, bro, and they're not gonna fit in with that person that you're trying to be or that you're aiming to be. They're not. They might fit right now, but they're not gonna be there in the end, So it's best they get cut off now than to be 10 years down the road. Because if it was to be 10 years down the road, that it wouldn't be as easy to let them go. It wouldn't be as easy for you to... It'd be easier for you to break and fall down the steps that you just climbed than for you to keep going. As of right now, you're about to start sprinting up steps, that no one else are prepared to do. No one else wants to do. That's the best way I can say it. No one wants to do what you're about to do. And not anyone you know. Not anyone in your friend group. No one here is even thinking or can fathom sprinting up the steps that you're thinking about. You're thinking about sprinting and skipping and doing cartwheels and all type of stuff up steps, while people would just go one by one. You got like this different type of mentality when it comes toward things. So when you put a hold on something, or you hold on to something that you're supposed to let go, it's gonna do nothing but bring you back to where you were supposed to let them go at. So as I was saying, it's best for you to get rid of all the bullshit, all the negativity, all the people who doubt you, all those people or things that don't harvest your energy in a good way. Be careful with your actions. Be careful with your words. Be careful with your thoughts, your dreams, your visions. They're not there for no reason. You don't have it for no reason. You don't see the version of you for your cousin, for your boyfriend, for your girlfriend, for your mama, for all them to know. That's only for you to know and for you to go for. There's a purpose why they say don't say what your next moves are. There's a purpose in silence. Say you're 10 steps in. You're 10 steps in that mountain, and you decide to let go of shit that's not good for you. You're pulling that motherfucker up. Pulling. When you decide to let go and let loose, All that stuff is tied to when you first started. So you're about to fall and tumble all the way down those 10 steps and start back over. If it's a relationship, 10 years in that relationship, you end up finding out that this woman isn't on the same spiritual incline as you. This person, it doesn't even know you, you know? This person didn't care to know you. This person just saw that you were about to go running and skipping and cartwheeling up them steps. And you're about to do something that no one else has done. And it was gonna bring you stuff that no one else has ever experienced before. They're just there because they know that you're gonna get it. So that heartbreak, 10 years in, would be a whole lot harder and damage you a whole lot more than it would before you started climbing, regardless of the relationship, friend group, bad habits. All that has to be let go, because that person that you were trying to be, I guarantee doesn't do the shit that you do right now, or entertain the nonsense that you entertain right now. True or false? Yes or no? Right or wrong? The best way I can say is like, yo, there's too many strangers out here who will do better for you than the people that you know in your fucking life. There's too many strangers out here who want to see people succeed. There's too many people out here in the world that want to see the best for people. And as I was saying, there's people who take advantage of that. And that's why certain people no longer give a handout when they see somebody in doubt. They don't want to be in love. They don't want to have any type of be entertained by a female, woman, whatever the fuck, by anybody. You know, if it was a woman, a man, they don't want to be entertained by that. They're happy where they're at because too many people have fucked them over too many times to the point where they're just like, all right, cool, this line right here, I'm not going past this line. It's like, yo, I climbed too far up to turn around and look and to go back more than 3 steps. No. That's all I can say is like, no. Like, but I hope y'all understand where I'm going with this one. You know, but with that being said, hey, peace.